So in talking about being more successful with your serve and volley, either in singles or in doubles, we need to set the stage here a little bit and talk about what we're trying to accomplish. Now, fundamentally speaking, you basically have two choices. Anytime that you hit your serve and you immediately try to transition up to the net. You can choose to rush a little more, get a little bit closer to the net, but be a little bit more out of balance. Or you can choose to be a little further away when you hit your first shot and be in more balance. Those are your two choices. You can get closer and have less balance, or be a little further away and have more balance. Now, everything that we work on throughout these series of videos is going to be focused on being a little further away and in more balance. Because here's the thing. The first one, being a little bit closer and a little bit less balance, means that maybe you get a step closer to the net, okay? And so maybe you're hitting your first volley or a half volley from a step or two behind the service line. Just random example, obviously totally depends on a lot of different things, how fast your serve is, how close the returner is, etc. But let's just say, for the sake of example, you have the choice between being a step behind the service line and hitting your first shot out of balance, or being 2 steps behind the service line and being in balance and hitting your first volley or half volley. Either shot is difficult. The question is, are you going to be in good control of your body, and are you going to be calm and cool and relaxed? Or are you going to be rushed and off balance and uncomfortable? And of course, I mean, if you've been following along, obviously it's easy to tell that my big thing here is going to be being balanced. So that means using a split step. It means being a little further away on your first shot. And that's scary to some of you because many players are afraid of no man's land. They've been yelled at over and over and over again. Don't hit in no man's land. Don't hit in no man's land. And they don't practice their half volleys. So the thought of hitting a shot anywhere in here just absolutely terrifies them. But that's exactly what this series of videos is going to solve. It's going to solve those two problems. Fear of hitting from no man's land, because as you're going to see by the time we're done, you're going to see that you can't avoid hitting shots from no man's land. And number 2, fear of the low volley or the half volley. So just a quick overview here. This is what we're setting out to accomplish. These are our goals. And by the time we get through this, if you follow the steps and the plan that we lay out for you, I promise you, you're going to be much, much more successful as a serve and volley player.